Dear students, welcome to my channel Knowledge Hub. I am Dr. Hussain. Today we are going to discuss about naming of organic compounds. That is nomenclature of organic compounds. This is given in your 11th standard syllabus. So organic compounds are named as per International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC. So we need to name the compounds systematically, otherwise that it will be difficult. World over we are dealing with the chemicals, so and the chemical compounds, so we need to have a proper procedure by which we name each and every chemical compound. So here I have a limited space here, so I give some here and rest I will write it in this board subsequently. Now you see, different functional group in organic compound. Normally the organic compound which I am talking about, the aliphatic is got a chain of hydrocarbons. You see this hydrocarbon chain, the carbon has got 4 valence bonds, and this chain, it will take any functional group, say functional groups like halides, alcohol, aldehydes. Even within this chain, instead of single bond, it can be double bond. So when it comes, how to systematically name this compound? This is what this IUPAC deals with. So now I have written some of the class of compounds here: alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, halides, alcohols, and aldehydes. I said the rest I will continue the table. Alkanes, it doesn't have a function, it doesn't have any functional group. Okay, then prefix 0, nothing. Suffix is ane, means alkane. Suppose methane, this is methane, for example this one, methane. Okay, so ane. Then alkenes, it has got double bond. Okay, so we write this one. We need minimum 2 carbons, then we connect with a double bond, and it is ene. Okay, so example may be CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, so ene we will call as ene. Methane, ethene. Okay, we call it as ethene. Then alkynes. Alkyne has got a triple bond, so ine. So this we call it as ine. So CH. This is an example. So that's an example. Halides, we have got fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So halo. So that doesn't have a suffix but prefix. Okay. Then alcohols, OH. So prefix is hydroxy we call. Then suffix is OL. You will understand what is this suffix, then what is this prefix in coming lectures. Aldehydes, CHO, that is this functional group, CHO. So we call it by prefix formyl or oxo and the suffix al. So I think I will continue the table next. Dear students, I am continuing this IUPAC name of organic compounds. The table which I gave before ended with aldehyde. Now ketones, nitriles, ethers, carboxylic acid, carboxylate ions, esters. What are the functional group? Ketones functional group COO, nitriles functional group C triple bond N, ethers ROR, carboxylic acid COOH, carboxylate ion COO minus, ester COOR. So the prefix corresponding to the ketone is oxo and suffix is on. It will end in on. Nitriles, prefix cyano, and the suffix ends with nitrile. Ethers, prefix is alkoxy and the suffix nothing. Carboxylic acids, functional group COH, prefix is carboxy and it will end suffix as oic acid. Carboxylate ion COO minus, no prefix, and it will end as OAT, benzoate, something like this, OAT. Esters COR, esters is a product of alcohol and acid. Okay, so prefix is alkoxycarbonyl and it ends, the suffix is like same like carboxylate ions. Okay, OAT, benzoate. I said here the same sound it will come here. So I will explain to you while naming the compounds what is the prefix, what is suffix. Have a patience. Thank you. I will continue the table again. Dear students, I am continuing the table and the table ends with the sulfonic acids. So, acyl halides, amines, amides, nitro compounds, sulfonic acids. Functional groups I have written acyl halide COX, X, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, amines NH2. This is primary, secondary NH, tertiary N. Amide CONH2, then it can be CONHR. Instead of 1H, 1R, instead of 2H, 2R. So then nitro compounds in mode 2, sulfonic acid SO3H. Then the prefix for this acyl halide is halocarbonyl, suffix is oil halide. Okay, then for amines, prefix is amino, suffix is amine. For amides, prefix is carbamyl, the suffix is amide. Nitro, prefix nitro, suffix no. Sulfonic acids, prefix is sulfo and suffix is sulfonic acid. Okay, so I will give the example, then you will have a complete understanding. Okay, next we will go to examples. Before that, there is a priority we should give for the functional groups or single bond, double bond while naming. That I will explain. Dear students, this is the order of decreasing priority while naming the compound. First we should give priority to COH, then SO3H, then COR, R is an alkyl group, then COCl, then amide, then cyanide, then aldehyde, then ketone, then alcohol, then amine, double bond, and okay, then you will better understand when we give the names to specific compounds. Dear students, now we start naming the organic compounds. I have given two rules here. Longest, choose the longest chain. Second, give the numbers to the attachment according to the alphabetical order. Now I have taken one longest chain, hydrocarbon, which has 9 carbon atom, which is called nonene. So we start giving the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here there is one attachment. If you give number from this left to right, second position methyl is there, sixth position ethyl is there. Now it's right that we have to give the name according to the first alphabetical order of the attachment. In that case, ethyl E will come first and methyl will come next. So here ethyl is coming, okay, but the numbering we should consider from left to right, because always when we give the numbering we should see the first attachment should be very close to the numbering which we begin. Here this methyl is in the second position itself. If you consider, here it is coming sixth, but when you do numbering from right to left, the attachment is coming at the fourth position only. So this reverse numbering we should not consider. So we should consider left to right only. So accordingly, we give priority to naming to ethyl. So we put the position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ethyl, 2 methyl, nonene. So while writing, you should not forget that you should give hyphen like this in between. Okay, now we'll take another compound, second compound, CH3, CH, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is a pentane according to you, according to the structure what I have written. So here you feel that this attachment C2H5. No, this is not attachment. So should not start naming like this. Cancel this. So expand this C2H5 to CH2 CH3. So the longest chain. First it is at 5. Now when you expand it, it will show 6 numbers. 6 carbon atoms. So this is the longest chain. This CH3 becomes automatically an attachment. So according to this structure what we have written properly, CH3 comes at the third position. So 3-methyl, this is hexane. This is the correct name. Hope you understood. Dear students, let us see more examples. See this compound. It has got two identical side chain or attachments. If you give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this method is in the second position. If you give the numbering from the reverse order, there also it is in the second position. So we take this one, and in this case what happened, we will write the position of this methyl and this methyl, but since they are identical, we use the term di. So 2, 4, we have to put comma, 2, 4 hyphen dimethyl pentane. Hope you understood. Then you take a longest chain. Here we have got 10 carbon atoms, and here there is a substitute, and if you consider this also substitute, and if you count numbers from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this way also it is 10 carbon is coming, this way also 10 carbon is coming. Now here two identical methyl groups are there. Here what happens, if you consider this as a separate entity, then you have got on the second position 1, 2, 3, 4 ethyl. So ethyl is bigger than the methyl. So you have to select the one substituent. This is now substituent, which has got highest number of carbons in the chain. Here only one carbon, no, here one CH3, this side also one CH3, but here this attachment has got CH2 CH3. So you have to choose this as a side chain, not this one. So start numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this whole unit we have to write separately, that is 1, 2 ethyl butyl. So you write position 5 dash, then put this in bracket 2 ethyl butyl hyphen 3, 3 dimethyl decane. Okay, dimethyl decane. Decane 10 carbon atoms. Hope you understood this. So let us see some more example. The first example is a 10 carbon organic compound. It has got 10 carbon atoms. There are two side chains, one at the 4th position and another at 5th position. This group is called iso. Okay, isopropyl. 3 carbon, so isopropyl. We can use while naming IUPAC, while giving IUPAC names, we can use iso, neo, like that we can do. Here this is a secondary, because this is a secondary butyl. We can use secondary, primary, tertiary, like that we can also give the names for the attachments. So here it is applied. So the name is 5 secondary butyl. So B has the priority over P. 5 dash secondary dash butyl dash 4 dash isopropyl decane. So this is the name of the compound. Now we will see a compound which has got functional group. Here this compound is having 7 carbon atoms. Here CH2 I have written in bracket instead of expanding. So second position it has got ketone, and 7th position it has got an alcohol OH. So then ketone should get priority over the alcohol. So the compound should end in ONU1. the position is 2, so it should end in 1. This is an attachment, so it is in 7th position, 7 dash hydroxy heptane, this 7 carbon heptane 2 dash 2 2 1. So 7 dash hydroxy heptane 2 1. So you have to write these hyphens and all. Okay. Here it's not heptane, it should end as heptane. So 7 hydroxy heptane 2 1. Hope you understood. Let us see few more examples. First compound is an alkene. It has got a attachment at the carbon number 3. This is actually propene, prop 1A, okay, prop 1A, in which third position on the third carbon it is a bromine. So 3 bromo prop 1A, okay, 3 bromo prop 1A. This is over. Then you have got 2 ketones here. So the total carbon chain is 6, having 6 carbon atoms. So it is a hexane. At the position 2 and 4 we have got 2 ketones. So it should end in one. So since this is 2, so it will end as a dione. Hexane 2,4 dione is the name. Hexane 2,4 dione, that's the name. Other name, another one is, it has got a ketone and carboxylic acid. So the carboxylic acid is the having a priority. It will be called as a carbolic acid compound only. This is a in between. It has got no priority. So the numbering should start from carboxylic acid and then end as position 6. So the ketone is at the position 5. So we should write, the ketone we should write as an oxo. So okay, 5-oxo hexanoic acid. Okay, hexane 1 2 3 4 5 6 acid. 5-oxo hexanoic acid. This is the name. Okay, hope you understood. We will see 2 more examples. This compound has got 6 carbon atoms and 2 double bonds. One at position 1, another at position 3, and triple bond at 5. So this compound is actually should end in Y and E. So we give the number starting from this. So this contains 6 carbon atoms, so it is hexa, and 1,3. At 1,3 position there are 2 double bonds, so di-N. Okay, di-N hyphen 5. Fifth position is YNE. We should consider this triple bond as a functional group here. Okay, so the compound name should end according to the triple bond. So the name hexa dash 1,3 dash di-N En dash 5 dash YNE. Okay, then another compound we see CH2 CH CH2 CH OH, then CH3. It should be considered as an alcohol. So number should start from here because close to the functional group here, and end it's at 5. So we have got 1 double bond at 4th position. So this is a 5 carbon compound. So the pent dash 4 En, this is a double bond. So En at the 2nd position functional group is that. So dash 2 OL. So the name is pent 4 dash En dash 2 dash OL. So this is the name. With this the aliphatic common name is coming to an end. We will deal with the cyclic aliphatic and aromatic compounds as and when it is appropriate. Thanks for watching.